Hi, and welcome to the lesparis.com podcast. I'm Les. This podcast is a short daily monologue that you can listen to. Use it to practice listening to English. Use it to stimulate ideas. Use it for BGM.
Well there, hello, and welcome to the Les Paris podcast. Today you're about to listen to episode 163. Yesterday I talked about caveman in episode 162, and today in episode 163 I'm going to talk about strange foods. Strange foods. Now, have you ever had some strange food? Probably if you've traveled, you have. We don't have strange foods close to home because whatever's close to home is ordinary and average, and that means it's not strange. The stuff you eat every day. Strange foods are foods that you find far away from your home, with other people who make things differently, and maybe it's strange. I've traveled quite a bit. I lived in Africa, and now I live in Japan. Trust me, along the way I've seen some strange foods. One of the ways you can think of strange food is animals. What kind of animals have you eaten? Okay. Now, I'm not trying to collect animals, but I have had a number of different animals, more than just cow and pig and chicken. Okay. You can have, I've had zebra and crocodile, and there's an antelope in Africa called Kudu. That one was really good. And in North America, I had deer and moose meat. Those were good. And in Japan, I had some of the wild boar meat. That's kind of gamey, but it was yummy. Then there's the other kind of strange food. Maybe it's like not a strange animal that we don't normally eat. Maybe it's prepared differently. One of the strangest foods I found was NATO. When I came to Japan and I saw NATO, I couldn't believe it. It's really gooey and sticky and stringy, and it looked disgusting the very first time I saw it. And of course it has a strong smell. So for a North American person, natto runs high up there as a strange food, but not for Japanese. So now, strange foods depends on where you come from. Okay, if you're a Japanese person, you might find natto pretty ordinary, but a lot of other countries' people wouldn't. Sushi is another one that's fairly distinctively Japanese and kind of a strange food for other people. What about Japanese people traveling abroad? Well, I'm not really Japanese, so I don't know what food they consider to be strange, but I'd like to hear it. What food is strange for you? Well, there now we've come to the end of episode 163 of the Les Paris podcast. Today I talked about strange foods, but I didn't talk about all of them. There's plenty of others out there. I'd love it if you could come back tomorrow and join me again in episode 164 when I talk about cheap jewelry.